Good afternoon. This is Ned Oshiro, or maybe I should say good evening. This is Ned Oshiro. Today, first of all, let me tell you about this coronavirus related to figures, the numbers. That is that as of today, total numbers of infections infected related to this COVID-19 remain unchanged, meaning that if total infections related to this coronavirus stands at 142 infections, and 7 people passed away from it. And meaning that there has been no new cases of infections, so as far as this coronavirus is concerned. That's really a positive sign, though. First of all, let me tell you about this today. The fact that today was declared that one of the major annual events being held in Japan, Okinawa, has been canceled. That is the Tug of War. Tug of War, which normally attracts the total of 250,000 to 300,000 spectators, has been canceled due to this coronavirus pandemic. And normally this event itself draws about total, as I said, 250,000 to 300,000 spectators of people who are mostly from local peoples and American military service personnel and their families, and visitors, tourists visiting here from other prefectures of Japan and from around the world. Now, this event itself has been logged in the Guinness Book of World Records as being the largest tug of war in the world in 1997. This event itself dates back to about 17th century. It was disrupted in 1935 and discontinued during the last World War II. But it was revived in 1971 to celebrate the recovery from the last war, and to commemorate the 50th anniversary of the organization of NAHA. This rope, the rope being used in this tug of war tons about 4 metric tons, has 1.5 meters diameter. Also has the smaller diameter and longer, the strings from it. And normally the people taking part in this event pulls this, small strings or ropes to take part in this, tug of war. And tug of war is a battle between the East and West teams. And the challenge is to pull the other a total of 5 meters. And if neither side pulls the other 5 meters, then whichever side pulls the other furthest wins. Now, after this battle, which lasts about 30 minutes, if the winner is declared, then people start climb up on this rope and start dancing. And each participant also is allowed to cut a piece the rope and then take it back home as a token of the memory, the sort of a memory of the fact that you have taken part in this tug of war event. That's very sad to tell you, but that this is a fact that this coronavirus pandemic has affected our Okinawan people's lives to the great extent. Today, I just want to share with you about my experience that I have gone through the 3 major currency changes. When I was a little, I remember that, although it's not that clear though, we used to use what we call BN, which is currency though. It was issued by the Japanese military. And I remember clearly, there was the alphabet B on the surface of that square type of currency bill. But as you know that the Japan lost its war to the United States, and then this Okinawa itself was placed under the ruling of the United States. And then when this American military service people have moved in to Okinawa, we started using the U.S. currency, dollar. Dollar, as far as my memory is, remembering, that's the dollar is so strong. I think that time was about dollar equals to about 370 or 65 yen. So you can imagine, with that powerful potential purchasing power of that dollar, I could buy lots of things. Even $1 would allow me to go on a date with my girlfriend and went to the movies. And after that, on the way coming back from the theater, we stopped by at some sort of fast food restaurant for just hamburger. And then I think I used a taxi or cab to take her back home. And there's still in my hands the couple cents left. So you can imagine how strong this dollar was. And that time also, if I think was like turkey, which was common thing to eat in Okinawa during the Thanksgiving Day or Christmas Day. You could buy that this turkey at the commissary or PX inside the American military base for only $1.50 or $2. And it's a big, huge chunk of this turkey meat. And I remember that I had to eat about 3 to 4 days this turkey itself. So that strong. And as you know, that in 1972, Okinawa was returned to Japan. And then before the reversion of Okinawa to Japan, the cars used to drive on the right side. And then, but 1972, on May 15th, was returned to Japan from the United States. And that the moment that, May 15th, suddenly this cars allowed to drive only on the left side of the road. You can imagine there were minor traffic accident all over this Okinawa prefecture. And although I came back from the United States to Okinawa in September on that in 1972, so I haven't seen this instance. But then I saw this Japanese yen. So I have gone through this 3 major currencies: military BN and US dollar and Japanese yen. I thought it was quite the experience for me. Okay, that's about it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this, tidbits and what's happening around on the island of Okinawa. Thank you very much. Bye now.